Hello, hello friends. Welcome to this week's How To Tuesday. As promised, I'm using all the same supplies. I've added a new one, but before I get started, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for checking out my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my page. I'm so glad that we found each other. Super excited that you're here to start your new journey or existing journey, or making a switch up and a twist up to mostly basically abstract portrait work. I'm obsessed, love, adore abstract portrait work, and I love sharing it with the world. So thank you for being here. And as always, to my original peeps, my people who've been here from the beginning or been here for a while, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you like what you're seeing and you're enjoying How To Tuesday, please like and subscribe and click that beautiful bell so that you get the personal notifications that my next video has gone live and we get to spend a little quality arting time together. I think that's pretty great, right? At the touch of your fingertip, bink, you have a video to sit and watch and enjoy and participate with. If you're someone who prefers a real-time instructed course or a lesson video, I have a Patreon channel and the real-time videos are on there. So if you'd like to check it out, the link will be in the description box and you can see what it is that I have to offer. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I will go over, because this might be your first time here. Last week I decided that I was gonna work with a lot of mediums, like a true mixed media piece, mixed media abstract portrait piece. But I was gonna do it for several weeks because some of this stuff might be new to you. And I know that I'm always in search of new product. And when I find products, you know, I can maybe use it to follow along with the lesson or the way the person used it in the lesson, something like that, or wherever I saw it. And then, but then kind of some people kind of go, then what? What do I do with it? So I thought that I would do several in a row, especially because you're putting an investment. You're making an investment in yourself, an investment in your mediums, your tools and stuff, you know. And I want you to kind of have an idea of how to play with them over and over again and how to use them in new ways. Again, this is an abstract portrait that we're going to create. But what I've grabbed so far are my Liquitex acrylic paint pens. These are the big, delicious, beefy ones. And these are 8 to 15 millimeter. And then I have the same color in a small, which is 2 to 4 millimeter. And it says 2 to 4 because the tip is 2 and then the flat is 4. Kind of cool, actually. So I have those as Liquitex acrylic paint pens, and they're water-based acrylic, light, fast, and permanent, which is amazing. I will tell you that they have a little bit of a sheen to them when they dry. I don't love that, but I also don't hate that. It's just if you're somebody who's like completely like no sheen, then I understand. Like this was last week's. I'm going to show you. This was last week's. And you can see kind of where it hits, like this was where I used this, and it's darker because I had put down orange first, orange gesso, and then it's on a toned paper too. But it has a little bit, you can see that, a little bit of a sheen. It's not awful. It doesn't distract. Like straight on, you can't see it at all. But you know, just in case, I wanted you to know. So I have those Liquitex, and then I have these solid paint markers. These are super fun. They are easy to use, opaque, fade, and waterproof. Marks on most surfaces, dries in 5 to 7 minutes, and then be sure to recap after use. It also says remove paint with alcohols. So I've never done that because I've never needed to. I use them a lot for mark making and patterns and design and stuff. They are like a lipstick kind of. They're a little denser than a lipstick. If you've had a marabou crayon, they're not as mushy as a marabou crayon. I think marabou crayons are super mushy. But so I don't use them a lot. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm a little control. I like to have a little control with my stuff. But they're very creamy, and you can blend with your finger, and they do go with, you can do most mediums together with them. And then I have my beautiful, beautiful Posca paint pens. I love these Uni Posca paint pens. These are 8 millimeter, and they have the big chunky chisel tip, which I love. Love, love, love. And I have, do I have one over here? Yeah, it's hiding. I have a couple different pinks. This one is my fluorescent pink. This is the pink I love. I'll show you it. And this last week's, this pink right here. It's this gorgeous color right here. So you'll see that. Ugh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then there's just regular pink. And it's just as delicious. But it's got the chisel tip too. And then I grabbed my Neo colors. These are my favorites. I just pulled them out. I'll show you the case in a minute. I have my black gesso, golden black gesso, and I have the whole bean yellow ochre and white gesso. I'm not sure I'll be using which one of these. I'll probably use the white for sure, but I don't know about these two. I don't know. And just a little tip, if you are somebody who uses caran-d'ache or has never used caran-d'ache, because the tip does wear down, they are like a crayon. I will show you. They are, I see I pulled my favorites. They are like a crayon and they work like a crayon. They work like a crayon beautifully. But you can activate with water or with paint, with gesso, or yeah, anything, any wet medium you can activate with them. I wouldn't, well, I can't say any. I would say practice, like do a little sample piece, but I know that they activate with water and they worked really well with gessos, a bunch of different gessos. Sometimes they activate with paints, just depending on what's happening in the moment. But their tip wears down. The beautiful thing about these though is, one, they have made them so, see these arrows here? This arrow is gonna provide a strip. So when you peel it, it only does this much, as opposed to all the way, oops, I just unpeeled the whole thing, and then that makes it more fragile. Once you've done that, it sharpens beautifully. This is the one I use all the time. This is the General's All Art. You can get it super cheap. it comes in, like when I buy kit packs of the General's charcoal pencils, like it's the 3 black and then the 1 white, and then it comes with this. But you could buy it separate too for like $1 something. And it works perfectly. And I keep it, just so you know, I purchased these little containers because this stuff is gold. Once it's activated, first of all, the pigments are delicious. And when it's activated, like I said, it's a whole nother being and it's fantastic. But I save the shavings because I could put water in this. I could put gesso in this to activate. Well, I wouldn't in the white, but in the colors, like I have a bunch of colors here. I would put that in there and then I can make my own little, if I put water in this, then I have paint that I can just keep in here. So that's very cool because I don't want to waste it. This stuff is gold. I don't want to waste that. So that was my little tip for that. And I also have, these are my Tamper paint sticks. They are creamy also, just like the solid markers. Which side? This side. They're not pointed like the solid markers, but they have a creamy texture to them. And they do dry quick. Their colors are pretty true to what they look like here, so that's exciting too. I've used them once just to kind of swatch them, but I haven't used them in any of my projects yet, so I want to try those. I also have my Pro Artist tape that I tape down my substrate with, and the substrate is my Strathmore Toned Blue Mixed Media Paper, 184 pound. This is a 9x12. I cut it in half, and this is what we have here. I've also grabbed my black and white General's charcoal because I love it. Every project has it in it, more or less. Graph Gear 1000 0.3 mechanical pencil. This is a Tombow Mononoke eraser. Love it. It's got a good little tip on it. And then I grabbed like a scrubby brush to do, like if I want to activate anything with my gessos or water or whatever. This is a firmer brush is better for this. I've also grabbed like a little old, I don't even know, debit credit card kind of thing, probably a gift card or something, to scrape if I choose to. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that we're happening today. And again, to remind you, I did one last week. I'll probably do like 4 or so that'll have these mediums. So you guys what I'm trying to get at is if you are having fun and if you have decided to purchase some of these or all of these or whatever it is, just keep them kind of close. You can clean up, but keep them kind of close because you'll use them again. Okay? Let me clean up and then we'll get started. Thank you so much for being here.